Hey folks, in this video, we're answering some of the most common questions we get about living van life in cold weather in the fall and winter. You can also check out our van heating and insulation video by clicking the link in the description below. Ready? Here we go. What are your favorite places to visit in the fall to see the fall colors, and why would you recommend them?
My favorite place to RV in the autumn to see the fall colors is definitely the Great Lakes states.
Oh yeah.
Especially the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. The colors are so vibrant, the reds, the yellows, the golds, and there's so many lakes, so you get double it. You get the reflection of the leaves in the sky and in the water. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, there are a lot of small lakes there, and of course there's the most beautiful lake of all, maybe in the whole world, Lake Superior.
It's my favorite lake.
Incredible. The UP, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. Wow, look at this fantastic lake. This is just absolutely incredible. We're here with the Cubby van in Pfeiffer Lake State Park, no, Pfeiffer Lake Campground. It's a National Forest campground, really fabulous, just got here. This is the lake that comes with it. Yes, for just a couple bucks a night, this can be your view. Just absolutely beautiful place. If you ever have a chance to get up here in northern Minnesota to Pfeiffer Lake, you definitely should do so because it's just really something. Also a lot of waterfalls up there. We love to go and see the waterfalls in Michigan especially. There's also a lot of national forests in the Great Lakes states, and when you go in the fall, very few people, you can usually find a camp spot. Pretty private, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really nice.
I think it definitely rivals Cape Cod. Everybody wants to go to Cape Cod for the colors. I say avoid the crowds, go to the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, but you guys go to Cape Cod.
Yeah, you go to Cape Cod. You go there.
You all go to Cape Cod. We'll send you a postcard from Michigan. One of our favorite places that we visited in the fall was also up in the UP called Copper Peak ski flying area.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
This is a great place to see the leaves because it's 400 and some feet high. I believe it's the highest ski flying facility in the Western Hemisphere. And you can go there and take the ski lift up in the fall. But be prepared for a lot of wind. And if you're afraid from heights, you're gonna hate this place, right?
But once you get up there, it's like you're in a cyclone. I have no idea how the skiers do it.
Yeah, and you know, the leaves from up there are amazing because you can see forever.
You can see forever.
Really cool.
You can see like hundreds of miles. I think it was like $25 a person. So it wasn't cheap.
Yeah. No, but it was worth it.
It was worth it for the experience to do it. So what are some of your tips for keeping the van free of condensation?
Free of condensation. Well, that can be a little bit difficult in the fall and winter months because you're running your furnace. Now, our furnace uses outside air. It exchanges it, brings it in, blows it out. So our furnace does not cause condensation, but we do, and our dog does, and it can definitely be damp in there, particularly in the morning when you get up. There's not a lot that you can do about it other than really pay attention to when you insulate your van to allow airflow between the insulation and your walls, and also to keep your fan running. Even if we're running the heat at night, we generally keep our max air fan open and exhaust on low and keep a window cracked at the other end just to keep air circulating in there because it does get wet in there, especially the front windows.
And definitely with cooking, when you're cooking, you definitely want to crack the windows.
Yeah.
Because it gets pretty steamy in there.
Yeah, that'll steam it up too. Okay, so for someone new to RVing in the fall, what advice would you give them to get the most out of their trip? We like to hike a lot in the fall.
We hike a lot. Charlie loves it.
In the fall. It's the best time to hike. There are low crowds, right? So some of the things that you need to do is bring your rain gear with you. Always bring plenty of water whenever you're hiking.
Always.
And if you're hiking anywhere in the National Forest or the North Woods, bear spray, folks. Always take your bear spray with you. I don't know that I'd feel comfortable letting a bear get within 40 feet, but if he does, I'm gonna be prepared for it.
And this year in Montana, there were tons of grizzly bear attacks. Yeah. Grizzly bears, not just black bears.
Yeah, everyone we ran into said, make sure you have your bear spray with you, and we did. Another thing that you need to do in the fall is wear your hunter's orange.
It's pretty important.
So if you like hiking, get yourself an orange hunting vest or an orange day glow vest.
It looks like you work at Home Depot.
Yeah, definitely wear that in the woods because there's a lot of gunfire going on there. It sounds like a war zone sometimes. Also, have cash available because the National Forest campgrounds in the fall generally are first come, first serve. And in a lot of places, you're not going to get recreation.gov. And in the fall, a lot of places are first come, first serve. So you can't use recreation.gov anyway. So definitely have cash to pay that nightly fee. We've run into places where we've wanted to stay and we didn't stop and get any cash and we couldn't stay. So that's a big tip. And if you have the interagency pass, which we do, some people call it the geezer pass.
But even if you're not over 60, get the pass, because if you're on the road, you know, you can go anywhere where there's a national forest or a campground. It's half price. It'll get you into national parks.
Yep.
You can go to Glacier, you can go to Yellowstone, you can go to Acadia, all for free.
Yep.
You can just drive in there, no fee.
Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds, which
half
are
price.
also good.
Yep.
Half price.
Mm-hmm. It's one per person. It covers everybody in the car, so everybody doesn't have to get one. Mm-hmm.
Your favorite destination for RVing in cold climates and what attracts you to them?
Okay, let me tell you. So we are not winter people.
We are not.
We grew up in the Northeast. We're done with snow.
I don't ever want to see another snowflake.
No skiing, no skating, nothing, none of that anymore.
So we no longer RV in the winter climates during the winter. Of course, we head south. However, that was not always the case. When we were younger, we did do a lot of traveling.
A lot more hardy.
Yeah, we were a lot more hardy.
And stupid.
We RV'd across the country one time in February in our Chevy Astro van, and we had to sleep in snow. We also have slept in snow a number of times in our Tab teardrop trailer when we had it, and we didn't even have heat in that thing. So it was...
But we had 2 labs.
Yeah, but we had 2 labs.
2 lab warmers.
That kept us warm. But what really got us into RVing was the last time that we tent camped in the winter was in Bryce Canyon National Park in Utah over 20 years ago. And in the daytime, we pulled in there and we set up our tent and it was like 70 degrees. It was just a beautiful spring day. And we went to bed that night and the temperature dropped and the wind came in and a sandstorm came along and our tent collapsed on us while we were sleeping. The bars broke. We woke up in the morning, there was sand in the tent and it was 22 degrees. And we were so cold, I couldn't get the zipper open on the tent. My hands were frozen. My hands were frozen. And I went into the bathroom there and I was holding my hands under the hand dryer trying to warm them up so I could use them. And there were 2 older guys with RVs in the bathroom and I heard them saying to each other, "Did you see those crazy idiots out there in the tent? Oh man, you never catch me camping in a tent in the wintertime."
The story is that I heard the guys, and he just picks it up and now he makes it his story.
I remember I heard the
guys.
No,
he was in the bathroom.
I heard the guys.
No, but it's his story now. But it was so cold, like we could not even pull the spikes up. Like I even had gloves on, I couldn't do it. I was so cold, it was freezing.
It was freezing.
It's like the last time.
And so that was our introduction to RV life because I came back from the bathroom and I said to her, "That's it, we're done tent camping, we're getting an RV." She didn't want to do it, but we did it, and that's when we bought our Tab teardrop trailer. We made a trip from Port Townsend, Washington to Indiana, and we bought our Tab trailer there and drove it back across the country, and we've been RVing ever since. Mm-hmm. Yep, over 20 years.
Yep.
So our number 1 tip for RVing in the winter is what?
Go to Baja.
Go to Baja.
Go to Mexico.
That's where we go.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're not going to have a lot of really good winter RV tips because we don't do it. We go south. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're still married.
Yeah, it's still working out. Can you believe it?
Still working. Anything else?
We'll see you down the road.
We'll see you down the road.